While I do not consider the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a cornerstone of my nerddom, I, like many kids of the 90s, have a fondness for the late 20th century Saturday morning cartoon iteration. Even with only an extremely mild case of turtle fever, I absolutely adore Shredder's Revenge. A game so good, it'll make you upset. Other excellent kid shows of the late 80s and 90s haven't received similar video game treatment. Set up like a season of the TV show broken up into a dozen episodes, Shredder's Revenge sees the titular villain trying to assemble and combine pieces of one of the Turtles' biggest other nemeses, Krang. Each level takes the player to a new locale in New York City, as Shredder's Foot Clan and other hired goons attempt to collect Krang's parts and return them to their master. While the story is as threadbare as any children's cartoon from that era, it serves as the backbone for a wonderfully realized world. The game is dripping with personality befitting of the show, retro visuals with a modern sheen that feels like a perfect contemporary blend. There are not only excellent, minute details for hardcore fans, but brilliant sight gags and slapstick moments that get you excited to see what comes next in the level. And as someone that has lived in New York City for many years, seeing locations like the Central Park Zoo and Coney Island realized in this world is a delight. Plus, the returning music, as well as fantastic new tracks and remixes, complete the perfect presentation package. Of course, as Shredder's Revenge is a beat-em-up, what matters most is the combat, which I'm thankful is great. The game finds the perfect balance between deep systems that allow for players to switch up their moves, but not so deep that they will find themselves drowning. There's also a good level of difficulty. I played through the story on the medium setting, and by the end of it really had to push myself to get through the final couple of stages. I look forward to repeat playthroughs on the harder difficulty, as well as the arcade mode, which throws even more difficulty modifiers, such as no lives, into the mix. Incentivizing further playthroughs are also collectibles, which connect to some of the deepest cuts in the game. Every time I would uncover one, I would mutter a quiet but excited "yes" under my breath. While replayability doesn't feel endless, I believe it more than justifies the reasonable $25 price tag that comes with the game. The one feature I wish I got more time with during the review period was multiplayer. While I did some 2-player co-op with a friend, it was hard to get enough people with review copies of the game together to get all the turtles on the screen at once. Considering the game sports up to 6 people playing at the same time, which seems like utter chaos, how the multiplayer experience shakes out could drastically expand that replayability. What more is there to say about Shredder's Revenge? Top tier gameplay, top tier presentation. If you are even just mildly curious about the game, you're going to have a good time. If you've been champing at the bit to play it, you're going to love it.